Hey, all my fishing fanatics out there, welcome back to another jetty slash surf fishing video and multi-purpose rods, of course, and reels and whatever else. My previous video, you guys saw me talk about the rods I use, what length I have, from 12 to 15 foot, and sometimes a 7-foot rod. I always recommend at least a 12-foot rod. You guys, the 10-6 on the lead here, it's not bad, but you want that nice rod to be able to get out there. If you guys haven't seen that video, I'll put the link in the description. Hopefully I figure out how to be able to pop the link up in one of these corners here somewhere for you guys. Still working on that kind of stuff when it comes to videos. And again, you have rods that range from, $200, $100, budget friendly and extreme. It's up to you guys on it. Now we're going to talk about reels, okay? Just like rods, guys, and everything else that comes to fishing, there are so many variations that we can literally spend years on just one product, okay? There are, just like rods, there are reels that are $5, and there are reels that go up to $5,000, probably more than that, guys, okay? But I'm going to talk about what I use, what I recommend, and what I do not recommend when you guys are out there jetty fishing and surf fishing. First and foremost, guys, you do not need a little reel like this. This is an Ozark Trail 2000 reel. It's a good reel, but I do not recommend this reel for jetty fishing. Okay, guys, same with this Arbor Max. This is another 2000 reel. Now, some people do get away with using some of the Flugers. This is their bigger one. I want to say this is the 35. I'd have to look, but sometimes these do work. Okay, I always try to go for a little bit bigger guys, but ones I recommend, like right here, for the cheaper ones, this is the Ozark Trail. This is a 5,000 reel. Plenty of line on here, guys, that you're going to be able to cast out. Okay. Now, some of the Kuma Tundras come with their own reel. Okay, like this one right here. This is an Kuma Tundra reel. You guys can tell on here, I have beat this thing up. Okay, this thing is just been used and abused. It broke a while back. I just wanted to show you guys some of them. I really do not recommend the Tundra reels. This one is a TU80. I don't know, it broke too quickly for me, guys. So I just don't recommend it. Now, you do have some of the Shakespeare contenders here. Okay, this is a nice reel, budget friendly. It's not gonna hurt the bank. I don't like the small little handle in this, so that's my opinion, guys. Now, going into one of my all-time, there we go, all-time favorite reels. This is my Daiwa D-Wave. I've got 3 of these reels. Same with the poles here. Multi-purpose poles. These guys are 9-foot medium, 1 to 5 ounce, 12 to 30 pounds. So they're really good for multi-purpose rods. But I like the reels. The reels are really sturdy. They have that nice grip on them that you can turn them. I've never had a problem pulling fish in with these reels, guys. Okay, now, next up are my big game hitters. These are my really heavy-duty big guys. These are the guys that got 300 yards of line on them. That if I cast it out, I can cast out a mile across and not have to worry about it. These are the Hurricane Bluefin saltwater reels, okay? They are a BF 3170, okay? And just to give you guys an example here, let's see, 20-pound test, 200 yards, 30-pound test, 180, 40-pound test, 150. It's a little worn off there, but like I said, these are one of my go-to reels when it comes to things. These guys I've never had a problem with. They do have the reverse on them. You can spin them both ways, which, you know, never been a big fan of that, because if you forget to turn it and you get a fish, that thing's gonna smack you. Okay, so these are my two main big hitters that I use: the Diode Wave and the Hurricane, the Bluefin 3170. Okay, that's what they look like, guys. They both, in my opinion, are both the same. They both have really great grips, really great bearings, everything else on them. I highly recommend them if you have a little bit more money. These are going to run you, the Blue Waves here are going to run you about, I want to say, $50. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've had to buy one. Okay, the D Waves though, they're gonna run you about 60 to 70. Okay, usually they're with the combo, so I haven't really looked online so you can buy these separately. Now, of course, if you want to go a little bit cheaper, you can get the Ozark Trail one here. It's not a bad reel, it really isn't. This is their 5,000. I've got line wrapped around it right now. I think this is $20. Okay. Now, if you want, you can go conventional. This is a coastal tough, technically bait caster. I call them conventional, guys, because it doesn't have the thumb. That's just me. These work really, really well. Now, depending on where you want to go and what rod you want to use, you pair it up with what you are going for. If I know I'm going to be out there throwing 8-ounce, 6-ounce weights, I want a bigger line capacity. I may not want this one because it may not hold the line I want. Let me see how much this one holds here, if it will tell me. So 20 pounds, 150 yards compared to 20 at 200. You know what I mean? And this one here, let's see. It's a 5,000 reel. Let's see. So 17, it has 14 and 17, looks like. So 17 at 310 yards, guys. So it gives, you know, gives an idea. And those are trails, they're already pre-done. They've got, I can just get you, there we go. 20 at 210, 15 at 285, and 12 at 355, guys. Okay, now I'm a big fan of the Tough Line braided decon. I call it braided dragon. It's just me. I really like the color. If you guys haven't noticed, I've got 2, 3, 4, 5 reels with this on there. Of course, different braids. This is a 30-pound right here. But the color, they call it as green spot. It's a white with like a black line, blackish green, whitish greenish color, guys. Now, for my bigger rods here that I know that I'm going to cast out heavier stuff, I'll sometimes switch to my Lipso. This is 65-pound test. I think this one has the 65. I think this one has 50 or 45-pound test on it. You know, now you don't have to. You can go and get yourself a Spider Wider 15-pound test. You can go get yourself, you know, Stern 30-pound test mono. I've always told you guys I like to use braid because I don't know. It's just, I've always liked it. I like that when I cast it out, it doesn't have all those tails in it, I call them, twists. That's just me, you know what I mean? Now I do use a line. As you guys can tell on my Tundra here, the line's pretty much half gone now because You know, after a while of fishing and having to cut line and break line, this is what happens. You're left with extra line that you got to add to. You know, those Arturo's got 20-pound test on it. It all really depends on what you guys want to use. If I'm going to go with a 12-foot rod, guys, I want at least a 5,000 reel, okay? I know a lot of people say a 3,500 or 4,500, but to me, a 5,000 reel is perfect, okay? The one good thing about having a little bit bigger reel is you don't have to fill it all the way up with braid, guys. You can fill it up with monofilament, okay? 30-pound monofilament, same, let's say you're using 30-pound braid, use 30-pound monofilament, 25, fill it up the rest of the way, and now you've got a glorified built-in leader already, which means you don't have to tie anything on. You tie it right onto that line, okay? You can do it that way. I've done it many times, and it works out great, okay? Like these guys right here. You can buy these guys at the store, or you can pre-make them. You know, pre-make leaders. You know, barrel swivel, snap swivel at the top. And 2 spots to put the hook in the middle. It really depends on what you guys want to use. But, like I said, if I'm using my 15-foot rod, my 13-foot rod, my 12-foot rod, guys, I'm going with my bigger guys here. I'm definitely not using the smaller ones, or even Tundra, or even the Contender here. Those Arturo one, maybe, depending on how I'm feeling that day. But I'm going with these guys, these nice, big, heavy-duty reels. I'm going on my bigger rods right here. You know, because I want something that's got enough backbone on it that can handle spinning out 100 yards of line, not have to worry about it. Now, when you get up to more upgrade, there are a lot of people that use conventionals because you can cast them farther. Okay, now for this whole entire trigger I was telling you guys about before, which kind of does the same thing. You're not holding on the line with your hand, you're just flinging out as hard as you can. But you have to get the timing right when you cast it. If you cast it farther up this way, it's going to go up and come down. You cast it too down below, it's going to go right in the water right there. You got to find that sweet spot, guys. This is what I recommend. You know, it's really up to you guys and on your budget. You know what I mean? Is it really worth going on? Now, unless you can find this one or one similar. I mean, everyone has their own choice. But if you got yourself a 12-foot rod and you go for, let's say, 50 bucks. Actually, yeah. And you go and buy this reel and rod combo from Myers for 50. That's $100 you spent right there. I mean, you got a reel for both poles, but you gotta look at it that way. Or do you go and buy this reel and this rod, or do you buy the combo with the rod and reel? It's kind of up to you guys on how much money you want to spend, because again, you guys can go out and buy a $5,000 reel, you know, with a $500 rod. I'm looking at more budget friendly. I'm looking at the things that I can use multi-purpose, like these two and this one here. They go between multiple rods. When I carry my rods and reels, besides my bait casters that I have in the truck that are permanently used for certain things, these are packed in my truck like this, with the other thing attached, velcroed together, just like the Dia D-Wave, okay? You can tell, guys, I don't know if you can from here, this hasn't even been used. Not once has this rod been used, okay? I took it off because I wanted the reel, but I have it, okay? I like these rods, but this is how I pack them. Just like this, they go in there with no reel. So this way, where I get where I'm going, I can decide. Oh, I'm at the beach. What I want to do, jetty fishing or surf fishing? All right, let's do a little bit of both. What do I want to use? A big weight, small weight, then I'll pull out whatever reel I want to put on my thing. Maybe decided to test my little 2500 out here. You know, I don't recommend it. You know, I mean, 10-pound test is 120 yards, guys. Okay, that's what I do. Don't pack them with the reels. One, because they don't get damaged. I have a box for all this to go into. And I take out what I need, fasten them together, pull my line through, and I'm ready to go. Look at what you guys want. There are tons of budget-friendly stuff out there for surf fishing, guys, that you won't be spending more than $100 on items, okay? Now, let me know in the comments below, guys, if you guys have used any of these reels. Which ones do you guys recommend? If you have one that you recommend, comment below. Post a link if you can. Post it below and go, hey, this is why I recommend it. Can you review this one? Or post one you want me to review. If it's not too expensive, maybe I'll go buy it and review it, and maybe it'll become yours. Or do a giveaway for it. I don't truly know. But you don't know until we try, right? That's what I recommend, guys. Okay, it's what I use. Every time I'm out jetty fishing, you'll see me with these, mainly these three right here. The Bluefin and the Z-Wave. Every once in a while you see me with an Ozark Trail. I'm trying to get more into Ozark Trail because usually it's a bit cheaper. But I gotta redo the line because, like I said, I don't like using monofilament, guys. But this is a 5,000 reel. You know what I mean? I don't know what pound test this is. Might be 20. If that's the case, I've got 210 yards of monofilament in there. The major thing you guys need to pay attention to when it comes to line real quick here is this Berkeley here is a 20-pound test, okay? 0.018 average DIA, okay, and 0.46 mil. This here is a DOI of 41 mil. So technically, if you're looking at a 65-pound test compared to this 20-pound test, and you're looking at 0.46 mil, 0.41, this technically is going to be wider than this. You should have put more on your fishing pole than this one, okay? I know, it sounds weird, like here. This is a 30-pound test, and this one has, does not say, let me see what this is on the box here. DOI of 19, 0.483 mil. So technically, again, this is 41. 65-pound test of 41, that's still smaller than this one. Okay. All depends on names and brands you go to. Another example. I can't say I don't like spider wire, but I don't like them. Okay, guys, it's not that they don't, their product's not bad. It's just, I've had bad experiences. Maybe it's because I bought these at a garage sale 4 years ago, and they're not really in good working condition anymore. But this is 15-pound, 300 pack, and it's 0.20. I can put a lot more of this line on these big guys. Probably use the whole entire thing compared to using one of these. So that means I get more line, and it's 15-pound test. Okay. Now, of course, if you want to go high in, and I mean not high in, high up, and strength wise, I mean like these. This is a 6-pound test. It's 0.8 mil. 0.80 mil for this guy. This is what I use for leaders when I'm out in the boat, out in the ocean, guys. Like I said, pair what you want and look at what line you want, okay? You guys can go monofilament, float crawl line, you go biodegradable. You guys want. Which I have not opened this yet. I need to do a test on this one still. This 12-pound test biodegradable line. You can, whatever line you guys choose, read what it says here. Because on your lines here, it may say, like this one here. No, not that one. This one says it here. Sometimes they'll tell you what, 200 by 20 by 200, but they'll also tell you the diameter that they recommend. Look at that. Because you may be able to fit a full 300 yards on one line compared to some of the other ones, guys. Okay, guys. Remember, if you have any comments below, let us know. Recommend anything, let us know, please. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Okay, guys, once we hit 100 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway, and it's gonna be a nice giveaway for quite a few people, guys. And remember, if you guys want to go fish or anything else, book up with us today, guys. Okay, thank you guys so much.